Okay, so as we're entering 2024, we're at the last couple of months of 2023, and we have Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas. There's going to be this low period, and it depends on what niche you're in, but a lot of people start to kind of wind down. We're always telling our coaching students to, while everybody is winding down, you push forward. In the end, what ends up happening is that people still need leads, businesses still need more customers, and the buck has to still be made. But I still think it's important for you guys to know where this industry is headed. And because I've been in this industry for so long, it's important to understand the history, because in order to understand the future, you must understand the past, because it always comes full circle. So if we look back at 2014, when I first started my agency, the most common business opportunity was SEO. And you can even move this back before I started. You can go back to 2009, 2007, 2005. But 2014, typically it was SEO agencies, rank and rent, where you would build a site, get it ranking in Google, and then sell the site or pre-sell the leads or sell the leads, whatever it might be. And this is where I started. Doesn't matter what the issues were. Maybe I wasn't really good at it. Either way, the bottom line is that this is where everybody kind of fell into. It fell into this bucket. If you look forward to 2 years to 2016, 2016 and 2017, the hot topic was more about Facebook ads. So we would call that more of a LGA, like a lead generation agency. And the primary services were pay-per-click advertising, Facebook ads. This is where you could throw up a Facebook ad and succeed at it. Nobody was really doing it. Although 2015, 14, end of 14 into 15, like that was like the early adopters. 16, 17, it was starting to get a little bit more people finding the opportunity. But 16 and 17, it was the LGA. It was a lead generation agency, pay-per-click advertising, Facebook ads. I wouldn't say any, but a lot of niches. You could be running this stuff for tons and tons of niches and make a lot of money because the results would just happen. And so there was this huge jump into a lead generation and starting a lead generation agency. And so I made a transition earlier than this, about 2015, middle of 2015, and very heavy 16, 17, and then I'll show you kind of where I went and where the industry went as well. But if we add on to kind of the goal here, the goal was getting leads and customers. The goal here in 2000 for SEO, rank and rent are also leads and customers. If you do a /18 over here, a big thing that happened was auto follow-up with the leads. That was the big problem that businesses had. Is they had to have some sort of auto follow-up. And the only reason why they needed to have it, they didn't even know they needed to have it. But as the agency owner, we wanted our results to be top-notch, and we knew that auto following up with leads would be the best way. Matter of fact, in early 2018, I created a software called TrueLead. And what TrueLead did was lead would come in, and we would have a 6, 7, 8 email auto follow-up campaign with text messages. It was a software that we developed, spent, I don't even know, $60,000, $70,000 to build it. And a lot of our students were utilizing it on a very low monthly fee, and we were utilizing it extremely heavy in our agency. And so that was a very big thing. Now, I often think back of if I would have sold that to the cold market, how much money I could have made with that. We were early adopters in these auto follow-up, okay? And we got the idea actually from a software that was built for realtors. I can't remember the name of it. And essentially what we did was we took it, we copied it, not copied it, but like the concept of it, added a few pieces to it that would fit any single niche, and it worked wonders. It was great. It increased our leads. It increased the show-up rate to calls. It increased the results of our clients, and it just made us look even better because nobody was really doing it. Now it's dime a dozen for this auto follow-up. Every software out there already has it. If we fast forward to 2020 and 2021-ish, the agencies kind of moved into the Ecom and YouTube automation and Ecom, done for you Ecom. We had COVID that hit, everybody was home, and everybody was starting their Ecom business. And one of the things that we started to teach in our coaching program as well was not starting a e-com agency, adding that pillar to their own agencies. Is that, look, now you can go and help people who want to start an e-com store. You can help them with the follow-ups, the tech stack, ranking their sites on Google, things like that. Normal things that you would do in a lead gen, except now it was geared toward e-com. There was a couple of our students who moved all the way over to it and made millions of dollars in that. But like always, when everybody starts to move into one direction, you should probably move in the other direction. So that became extremely saturated. And this YouTube automation was extremely expensive, usually $50K to $75K investment to have basically a YouTube automation channel. It was all done for you. All the content was done for you. And, make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month in ad revenue plus sponsors. And it was a big, very big thing. Then when AI came out, it absolutely crushed the YouTube automation. And so as you move into the future from the present, you start to see a very, very, very common theme here. And you're gonna understand it in a second. Now, during all this fiasco, my agency was still doing this outsourcing of SEO. Now, let's move into 2022, and now is the rise of short form agencies. You have Alex Hormozi, who now all of a sudden is blowing up. So everybody wants Alex Hormozi videos. So short form editing agencies, short form AI automation agencies, and some various other types of agencies. But I want you to keep in mind what has happened over here with not only myself, but everything that we always teach our students is that we're still running SEO, mostly outsourced, and we're typically still running the LGA, lead generation agency, running pay-per-click ads, running Facebook ads, getting more leads and customers, auto following up, and making our clients more money. Because when you start to take a quick look at short form agency, I have my short form videos, $10 each, $10 each. How much money can you possibly make when I have the opportunity to pay $10 versus somebody who wants to charge me $60? Most of the time, you're always going to look for the cheapest way to run it, as long as it's good quality. And now with all of these tools out there, basically the tools are ruining the short form agency. Oops. Now we get into the everybody's jumping into the AI, and we'll get into the issue that I foresee with that, because if you go over and you kind of future pace this to 2024, I know what the mass appeal is going to be is bots and more bots and more bots. And so the AI automation agency is most likely going to run its course on bots. Now, I'm not going to predict what else could come out. I'm not going to predict what could come out. But the bottom line is there's going to be call bots, there's going to be text bots, there's going to be all these different kind of bots. And in the United States, with all of this A2P registrations and stuff like that, I'm worried, not worried. I'm concerned with the shininess of this artificial intelligent bots and calling. I don't believe it's something that's going to be self-sustained. I do believe there's going to be something that will help increase the results of an agency, the same way that the auto follow-up to this day helps increase the results for your clients. That is not going to change. But here's the thing, and I hope you've watched this entire video up until this point, because it's very, very simple. If you look at bots, let's say it's a call bot. Cool. What do you still need to do? Generate leads. Let's take a look at the chat bot. What do you still need to do? It needs to chat with somebody. Starting a chat bot or building a chat bot, where are the leads coming from? The business owner still has problems with getting leads, converting those leads into customers. And then whatever other bot comes out there, it all, for your little AI agency, the bots need somebody to talk to. And they need to be what? They need to be generated via Facebook, pay-per-click advertising, Facebook ads, organic SEO. So what has not changed in the grand scheme of things? From 2000, I'm just going to talk to 2014. From 2014 through 2023, we're not in 24 yet, generating leads is the most important aspect of any agency, no matter what you call it. And so as a potential agency owner that you might be, or thinking about starting one, or maybe started one 6 months ago and you're struggling, the beautiful thing here, and this is what I love about this business, is no matter what kind of noise is out there, all the noise does, and all it means is it might be able to help you maximize the leads you generate, which are generated via PPC, SEO, Facebook. You could do TikTok, right? It's fine. You could generate leads on TikTok, whatever the platform is, or organically from a website that's ranking. Google Business Profiles. So whatever noise you hear out there, ignore it all. Okay, yeah, there may be a tool that comes out that will help you. Don't ever forget this. Will help you maximize your leads the same way that auto follow-up feature back in 2016, the software that I built to help automate the follow-up with the leads that we were generated with PPC, Facebook ads, organically with SEO. And so all the other stuff is just noise. And so if there's one piece of advice in 2023 and in 2024, whatever comes out, I'm going to predict the future here. If you do this, you will succeed. If you stay the course, and I'm just going to call this out now, LGA, lead generation. If you stay the course to perfecting and becoming very good at pay-per-click advertising, at Facebook ads, or maybe you can get a partner that is very good at it. Facebook, TikTok, whatever it might be. Let's call social media ads. Call it social media. Social media ads. Pay-per-click, social media, Facebook ads, SEO. Again, you can outsource that. SEO, it could be site ranking or Google Business Profile ranking. These are the only 3 skills that you need now, back then, and for the rest of your life. If this is the business that you want to get into, think about how much easier it is when you think about keeping your business simple and not worrying about all the shininess. Look, AI agencies, people who are talking about that, they get more views, they get more clicks, they get a ton more subscribers. People talking about starting Facebook ads, we've been talking about that for 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. You're not going to get as many clicks. You're not going to get as many views. And so YouTubers are going to always talk about the next big thing. They literally use Google Trends and make videos about what's trending. Me, I keep this simple, probably boring, probably not maximizing YouTube the way I guess an entrepreneur would. But the reality is this isn't money that I need. So I can just tell you the truth. If you get very good at pay-per-click advertising, if you get very good at social media advertising, and if you get very good at either finding or doing SEO, you will never go hungry, you will grow a big business, and you'll succeed at it. That's the reality. Everything else is just clouds in the sky. And a lot of times people feel that they need to be doing something different because everybody else is doing something different. Well, I need to offer chatbots to my customer. Your customer doesn't give a rat's ass about anything other than leads turning into customers. And the best way to do that right now is these avenues of success. And these avenues, all they need is an auto follow-up. And you can get that with, we use GoHighLevel, but you can get that with most any softwares. It's automations where you could add an email and a text within the same automation. So when I'm predicting the future, I look at the past. In my agency, nothing has changed. Yes, there are little tools here and there that may come out that will increase the value of these leads based on, look, when I used to generate 50 leads on Facebook for a realtor and I didn't have an auto follow-up, by the time the realtor called them back, 1 out of 50 answered. But when I added this one little tweak, this one little tool, this auto follow-up tool, it could be GoHighLevel. Back then, for us, it was TrueLead. When I added this little tiny trigger, all of a sudden, out of the 50 leads, because they were getting a text message 5 seconds after they submitted the form, now I had 20 out of 50. And so that increases your value. It makes your client make more money. And all you did was add a tiny little tweak to the same thing I've been doing since 2014. And it's going to be the same thing that I do most likely till 2028. 2034, 2044. If I'm still doing this business in general. If I'm not doing this business, I'm retired and living on the beach somewhere. So wipe out the noise, stay the course, keep the blinders on. In the end, a business doesn't care about anything other than leads that turn into customers. And here's the best way to do it. You run Facebook ads, you run pay-per-click advertising, social media ads, let's say, and try to get them ranked, Google Business Profiles or the sites if that's what you want to do. And it doesn't matter what niche it is. These 3 pillars will always fall into at least one of the millions of niches. That's all I got for you today. Keep an eye out for part 2 of my cold email. There was a little hiccup in me getting that list, so it's going to take a little bit of time, hopefully next week or the week after, so I can actually return results and not just say I'm going to return results to you. Turn the notifications on so you know when my next video comes out. I'm back on schedule. I've been gone for, about a week celebrating my wife's birthday, and it took me about 4 or 5 days to recover, so I'm back on track. More videos to come, 1 to 2 a week. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.